guys, my name's Alex and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a foundation row in single crochet and double crochet. You start by creating a slip knot. Close it up enough to go onto your hook, not too firm so that it's easier to work with. Now you create chains. For every stitch that you're wanting in your foundation row, you create one chain stitch. So that's 1, 2, simply wrapping the yarn over the hook, pulling it through that last stitch that you created. Now I'm creating a sample using 10 stitches. I want 10 single crochet across my foundation row, so I'm creating 10 chain stitches. And what will happen is the very first chain closest to the hook, that becomes my first single crochet stitch. So I'll show you how that works. You can see the back of the chain now. We're going to be working into the front side of the chain. Just that one single loop that goes over to the top of that stitch. So working from the into the second stitch, just that top loop, create a single crochet, wrapping the yarn over, back through, picking up another loop and bringing that through your stitches. So that creates, you can see, 2 small posts, which are your first 2 single crochet stitches. So essentially that very first chain that was closest to the hook creates your first stitch. So up to stitch 4, 5, again just picking up that very top loop of your chain. That gives you a really nice finished edge along the bottom of your foundation row as well by doing it this way. Very last one, that's 10 stitches. So you've actually worked 9 single crochet as that first section, the first chain created a stitch for you. That's now 10 single crochets on that row from 10 chains. Then chain 1 stitch, turn your crochet over to the left so that you can work along the row from the reverse side. You want to start single crochet into that very first space, and you're picking up both of the top loops as you would normally when you're going to single crochet. So under both of those top loops, which create like a little V, it's 1, 2, 3. And then when you get to the end, you would chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet across the top. Now on to foundation row for double crochet. Again, start with a slip knot and crochet your chain. Now, because a double crochet is a longer stitch than the single crochet, you want to create 1 extra chain than you normally would with single crochet. So 1 extra chain to start your foundation row. So for this sample, I want 10 stitches, so I create 11 chain stitches. And the very first 2 chains closest to the hook become your first post of double crochet along your foundation row. So you want to skip those two and go into the third stitch. So that was wrapping my yarn around my hook through that gap just under the one loop, pulling it through 2 stitches, wrapping it around through the last 2, and there I've got 2 posts already started in my foundation row for double crochet. Again, just going in under the one top loop. Now don't worry if your foundation row seems to sort of curl up a little when you're creating it. It seems to do that, but then it straightens out as you add more rows. That last one looks a little bit rounded and squished, but it will, I promise you, it'll come out straight once you start adding rows on. Now you'll crochet 2 chain stitches and then turn your work, and those first 2 chains that you created will make the very first double crochet stitch in your row. With the 2 chains you created, then the 9 double crochet stitches, you'll end up with a row of 10 double crochet. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing for more great crochet and craft content. Thanks for watching, and remember to stay awesome.